Square Enix has assembled Earth's mightiest heroes to take on the rest of the gaming universe, but they probably should have gone for the head. Metal Rhino Gaming here, I am Kyle.
Hey, I'm John. Let's talk about Marvel Avengers.
So, basically this game seems to me like it's a crossover between Destiny and the Dynasty Warriors.
I guess you could say that. I mean, combat was mediocre to me. It kind of reminds me of Marvel Ultimate Alliance a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, somewhat similar to that Rhino, but I mean, just the whole system of, you know, the combos of hitting square, 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 or triangle, or square, square, triangle. It's basically the same concept as Dynasty Warriors, and then just the way the whole loot system is kind of structured reminds me kind of like of Destiny.
Well, Destiny's got it way better. I mean, the loot system here is pretty much pathetic. It's irrelevant, basically. Your character doesn't change when you get new equipment. You basically pretty much becomes irrelevant pretty much most of the time anyways. You pretty much have to delete it all the time. I don't know, I think it's just pointless. The loot system in this game is just god-awful.
I agree, it's not the best. I mean, it seems like the idea is there of what they wanted to do, but to me it almost seems like they rushed the game out.
I agree with that, yeah. It kind of seems like it's been rushed. I remember watching a video back when they're still being developed, like a year ago, where they were changing equipment, and their appearance changed as they were changing the equipment out, and it looked really good. So as of right now, the only way to change your character's appearance is by equipping a cosmetic or a character costume that you can unlock through paying real money to buy it, or you doing the character's challenge cards,
which take freaking forever. My biggest issues though for the equipment system is, first off, there's no like signature item or weapon that you're trying to obtain in this game. For example, like in Destiny 1, we were trying to get that Galahorn that we spent hundreds and hundreds of hours of playing. Or again, I'm gonna relate it back to also Dynasty Warriors. Remember back when you had the 4th weapons?
Yeah, the signature weapon that you can unlock through specific requirements.
So not only are the weapons not changing in appearance, but there's not that signature one that you're trying to get. On top of that, the power levels for the weapons to me really don't seem to be doing anything. From back when finishing the game at power level 20 to now, I think I'm power level 71 or 72. If I go back and play the same mission that I was at 20 that I am now at 70, I feel just as weak. And to me, that's an issue in this game in general. I just feel very weak as a superhero throughout the entire game.
I kind of agree. Like during the story missions and stuff like that, I just felt like I was never really that strong. I wasn't a superhero. You're supposed to be feeling like you're pretty much unstoppable at some points, but this, like, you never really feel you're strong. Even like their signature moves, I just felt like they weren't all that strong.
Exactly, and so I figured, hey, as I'm going to go up power levels, so just so everybody knows, there's two different level systems in the game. You first have your character level, which is 1 through 50, and as you go through it, you unlock different skills on your skill tree, which, don't get me wrong, they are very beneficial for you, and I do feel a little bit stronger, as I think I'm at level 30 now. But the power level for your items, like as you get it, it may say this item is a power level 20, and you can use material to increase it depending on if it's uncommon, epic, or legendary. You can go up a certain amount of levels. But again, as I'm going up those levels, I just don't see it. I don't understand what's the point of it, and I don't feel stronger at all, other than it unlocks certain levels for me.
Well, like I said before, equipment just seems irrelevant at some points. Like, I don't see the point of leveling up the equipment when 5 seconds later you're just going to find something more powerful. So why waste all these materials to level it up?
Exactly.
The only thing I did was just play story. I started doing endgame stuff, and it just got so boring and tedious. Every mission seems exactly copy paste. All the levels seem just, again, copy and paste.
Now the story, though, I actually enjoyed the story.
I did too. I thought the story was pretty good. I mean, it's the only thing that kept me playing the game. My biggest disappointment in the story was just there's a lack of villains. There's only 3, and the first 2 fights with those villains were fantastic. It was fun, entertaining, but the final fight was just kind of disappointing, lackluster in my eyes.
I agree. They kind of like just walked you through that battle. I mean, there was almost no way to die in it. Like the battle before, when I just fought a freaking big robot, I died like 10 times, and then the final boss fight, I barely lost any health. But one of the things with that, though, looking forward, they just have an amazing lineup of Marvel characters that they can use. And to me, what's going to make or break this franchise is going to be how they do their DLC. So we know that Hawkeye is going to come out soon. I think it's supposed to be in October as the rumored release date.
Yeah, and his daughter Kate
is going to be like the first part of it. He's going to kind of come in. And then, we got Spider-Man sometime in 2021. Just the way they release it is going to be, you were talking earlier, you think it's all going to be free?
Yes, I think it's free to download and play, but you'd have to pay $10 or 1,000 credits to get their character battle card.
Oh, okay. Who really cares about that? So hopefully they're kind of adapting the system that Capcom's using for Monster Hunter, where every few months they release a new monster, which hopefully they'll do the same thing where they'll release a new superhero, and to keep the game interesting and changing some things, and then maybe every 6 months to a year they release a big DLC, kind of like Destiny did in Destiny 1 with Taken King. Nothing like Destiny 2 because their DLC system has been horrible.
Like when they do a DLC, I hope they introduce more villains or something, because really what they have now is not very entertaining.
Well, I think they'll probably do that with each hero that they release. Like I guarantee you when they release Spider-Man, you're going to get like Dr. Oct or Green Goblin added to it.
I'm hoping so.
So my final thought on the game is I'd probably give it like a 7 to 7.5, C minus range.
For me, I was a little bit more disappointed in the game, so I'm going to give it a 6, a C.
Basically, you have a pretty good story, but it's only going to last you anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. The endgame content is not there yet. Hopefully with DLC releases, it'll make it better. So for any of you who have not bought the game, I would just hold out a little bit and kind of wait to see what's going to happen.
I agree. For me, I would just wait maybe a year and see if they update the game and see what the DLC does. For me, I'd just say hold off.
Alright everybody, so thank you for listening to us ramble on about Marvel's Avengers. If you would do us a favor and hit the like button and subscribe. And with that, have a good one.
Yeah, see you guys later.
What you thinking, Cap?